Welcome back, dear students. Let's continue with the exercise 10A on direct and inverse variation. So today let me take question number 7 for you. So question says A can do a piece of work in 20 days and B in 15 days. So if A can finish a work in 20 days, let's see what is A's one-day work. Okay, so A's one-day work is going to be the reciprocal of 20, which is 1 by 20. Okay, and similarly, B can finish the same work in 15 days. So that's why B's one-day work is going to be equals to how much? The reciprocal of 15, which is 1 by 15. Okay, now if they work together on it for 6 days and then A left, how long will B take to finish the remaining work? Okay, so let's see how much is the remaining work after 6 days. Okay, now if in the starting, if they work together, okay, let's see if they work together, then A and B's one-day work is going to be equals to, so we need to add them, isn't it? So 1 by 20 plus 1 by 15, so LCM is 60, isn't it? So you get, divide 60 by 20, you get 3 into 1 is 3, plus divide 60 by 15, you get 4 into 1 is 4, so you get 7 by 60. So in one day, A and B, they are going to finish this much work, but they have worked together for 6 days, isn't it? So that's why A and B's 6-day work. So let's see how much part will be done by A and B in 6 days. So it will be, see, in one day they have finished this much. So since they have worked for 6 days, I need to multiply by 6. So you see these two gets cancelled. So you see that in 6 days together they can finish how much? They can finish this much of the work. Okay, now let's see what is the remaining work. Okay, so remaining work. Now the whole work is treated as 1, and from 1 only 7 by 10 part is done. So if I remove 7 by 10, then we get 3 by 10. Now who left the job? A has left. Yes, so after A leaves, okay, now if A leaves, then obviously only B is left, isn't it? So how much time is B going to take to complete the remaining work? That is 3 by 10 work. Okay, so to complete one work, okay, so B takes, okay, to complete one work, let me write this way, to complete one work, B takes how many days? B takes 15 days, isn't it? That's what is given to us. Yes or no? But for B, how much work is left? For B, only 3 by 10, one work. He is not allowed to do the entire work. That is the one work. He has to do only 3 by 10 of the work, isn't it? So therefore, to complete remaining, that is 3 by 10 work, B takes, okay, so B takes obviously 15 into 3 by 10 days. Okay, so let's see how much is this. So this will be equals to, so if you do the cancellation out here, so this will be 2, 5, so it will be 15 by 2 days, isn't it? That is how much is this? This is exactly 7.5 days. Okay, so let's check the calculation once again. So this is with 5, right? 5 to this. Okay, I'm sorry. This is 3, right? So this has to be 9. So 9 by 2 is 4.5 days. Okay. So sometimes you may make mistakes. So kindly check it once again. So the work will be completed by B in 4.5 days. Only the remaining work. Okay. Now let's see the next question, question number 10, which says E can do 1 by 4 part of the work in 5 days. Okay, so if E can do 1 by 4 part of the work in 5 days, so let's see A finishes the work in how many days? Okay, so if 1/4 part of the work is done in 5 days, then the whole work, that is one work, will be done in how many ways or how many days? It will be 4 into 5. So it goes over there. So it will be 4 into 5, that is 20 days. I hope this thing is clear. Only 1/4 part is done in 5 days. So in order to complete the work, this 4 goes here and gets multiplied with 5. Okay, so I got that A finishes the work in 20 days. So let's find what is A's 1 day work, because see, till now we are finding A's 1 day work, B's 1 day work, isn't it? So this 1 day work is very important in this particular problem. So it's going to be equals to 1/20. Okay, similarly B can finish 1/3 part of the same work in 10 days. So that's why B finishes the work in how many days? So this 3 multiplies with 10, so you get 3 into 10, which is 30 days. Okay, so if B finishes the work in 30 days, then B's 1 day work, let's see how much is this. So B's 1 day work is going to be 1/30. Now question is asking, find the number of days in which both working together will complete the work. Now after this, the work is pretty simple. So if they work together, let's find A and B's 1 day work. Okay, so it's gonna be equals to 1/20 plus 1/30. LCM is 60 out here, so you get 3 plus 2, which is 5/60, isn't it? So 5/60 is how much? It is 1/12. So therefore, see, if A and B's 1 day work is 1/12, then A and B finishes the work in how many days? So they finishes the work in exactly the reciprocal of this, which is 12 days. Okay, so you may pause the video and note down your solution. So here we have another question. So question says, so let's see the question first. One tap can fill a cistern in 3 hours. Okay, so basically there is a person. Okay, so you can see, you can compare this problem with the earlier one. Okay, so your work is to fill a cistern. Okay, so here one tap can fill a cistern in 3 hours. Okay, so there's a so there is a cistern. Cistern is a tank. Okay, so there's a tap which fills the cistern. Okay, and the waste pipe can empty. So there's a waste pipe, so you can call it a waste pipe. Okay, which can empty the full cistern in 5 hours. So this fills, okay, and this empties the tank. Okay, now in what time? Okay, so you can call this as A and you can call this as B. Okay, so A is doing one work, A is wasting the work, isn't it? Now in what time will the empty cistern, so there's an empty cistern given to you, will be full if the tap and the waste pipe are kept open together. Okay, so similar kind of problem, but the situation is given different here. Okay, one tap is doing the or filling the cistern and other one is emptying the cistern. Okay, fine. So if the tap fills cistern in 3 hours, so whole cistern is treated as 1, remember. Okay, so let's see, taps 1 hour work. Okay, so earlier we used to find 1 day work, but this time you have to find 1 hour work. So it's gonna be 1/3. Okay, now let's see waste pipes 1 hour work. Okay, so it's gonna be equals to 1/5. Okay, now if tap and waste pipe both are operating together, okay, so that is when tap and pipe work together. So let's see what is there 1 hour work. Okay, so you know we have, so you know that tap is filling, so that's why you just write 1 by 3, and that is tap's contribution. Here this waste pipe is wasting the water, isn't it? So instead of adding here, you have to subtract. Okay, so that's the main thing that you need to remember. You have to subtract if the pipe is wasting the work. Okay, so let's find the LCM is 15. So you get 5 minus 3, that is 2 by 15 out here. Okay, so that means if pipe and tap both are operating together in 1 hour, they can do this much of work. Okay, so therefore tap and pipe can fill the cistern. See, your work is to fill the cistern, isn't it? So that's why tap and pipe can fill the cistern in the reciprocal of this, that is 15 by 2. Okay, so 15 by 2 hours. Okay, so this time you are dealing with hours, so that's why it will be 15 by 2 hours, which is nothing but how much? This is equals to exactly 7.5 hours. So this is your answer for this particular question. Let's see the last question for the day. So question says A and B can do a work in 8 days. Okay, so A and B can do a work in 8 days means, let's see what is A and B's 1 day work. So it's gonna be equals to the reciprocal of 8, which is 1 by 8. B and C in 12 days. That means if B and C work together, they can finish the work in 12 days. So that's why let's see what will B and C's 1 day work. So it's gonna be equals to the reciprocal of 12, which is 1 by 12. And A and C can finish the work in 16 days. That means A and B's 1 day work is going to be the reciprocal of 16, which is 1 by 16. Now, in what time could they do it all working together? That means if I add all these, you get how many A? 1 and 2. So you get 2A, 2B and 2C. So that's why you get therefore 2A plus B plus C is 1 day work. See, we have 1 day work, isn't it? So it will be 1 by 18 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 16. Okay, now you see here, so first find the LCM. Okay, so we have 18, 12 and 16. Let's find the LCM. So 2, 9, 6, so we have 8. So with 2 again, so 2, 9, 6, 4. Okay, so directly, I'm sorry, this is 3, right? So we have 3, 3, 1, 4. Okay, so let's see what's the LCM. So 3 4s are 12, 12, 36, 36 into 4. Okay, so okay, 36 into 2 is 72, 72 into 2 is 144, isn't it? So divide 144 by 18. So how much do you get? So you get, divide 144 by 18, you get 8, isn't it? So 8 into 1 is 8, plus, so divide 145 by 12, so you get 12, 12 into 1 is 12, plus divide 144 by 16, you get 9. Okay, so let's add it. So you get 29 by 144. Okay, so 2 times ABC's 1 day work is this much. So therefore ABC's 1 day work is going to be equals to, so this 2 goes to the denominator, so you get 29 by 288, isn't it? So therefore A, B and C completes the work in how many days? In the reciprocal of this, that is 288 by 29 days. Okay, now just wait a minute, there is a mistake done by me. So this is 1 by 8, I'm sorry, this is not 18, this is 1 by 8. So there's a mistake out here. Okay, I'm sorry, this whole thing is a mistake. Okay, so if you find the LCM, so it becomes 4. Okay, so let me redo it. Okay, so let me do the rough part here. So 8, 12, 16. So let's find the LCM. So you divide with 4. So 4 to 6, you get 4 here. So I'm sorry, this is 3. So again with 2, 2, 1, 3, 2. Okay, so we have LCM is, okay, so 4 to the 8, 8, 3, 24, 24, 48, right? So LCM is 48. Okay, so divide 48 by 8, you get 6. 6 into 1 is 6. So divide 48 by 12, so you get 4, right? 4 into 1 is 4, plus divide 48 by 16. Okay, so when you divide 48 by 16, when you divide 48 by 16, you get 3, isn't it? So this is nothing but 13 by 48. Okay, so this 2 goes to the denominator, so becomes 13 by, so 48 into 2 is 96, isn't it? 2 into 48 is 96. So that's why A, B and C completes the work in reciprocal of this is 96 by 13. Okay, so 96 by 13 is how much? It is 7 and 5 by 13 days if you convert into mixed fraction. Okay, so this will be your answer. You may pause the video and note down the solution. Thank you very much.